So I can just peacefully charge my key to max,
Yeah.
transform, and then just pepper them.
Hello again, Twitch. Wasn't offline for long this time. And it's finally time for me to choose. Do I go with the mages or the Templars? Whichever I choose locks the other group from... I will never be able to side with them, and I'm pretty sure will become a major enemy.
I'm pretty sure that one queen who froze that asshole's a mage, so I'm kind of leaning towards her.
Well,
I mean the mages.
so she is the last of the loyal mages. Uh, we're trying to figure out if we go with the rebel mages, who I've killed a lot of, or the rebel Templars, who I've killed a lot of.
Isn't it the rebel? Wait, are the rebel mages the one with that asshole who's such an asshole? His son is helping you stop him,
Yes.
or is he?
So if
Oh,
whichever one I side with, I continue the quest line of. So if I side with if I side with the rebel mages,
Not at all. I will inform you
if I side with the rebel mages, I help them get rid of that asshole. I
I
think.
do like the sound of that. I am against the whole child slavery shit he was going on about.
Darn tootin'.
Plus, the whole making it where people have to work for you for a decade before they can gain citizenship. Like, what the actual fuck?
Yep.
Like, I'm all for making sure that no one can just walk in and suddenly claim to be anything, but you know what I mean? Basically forcing them to be a fucking slave for a decade, just to gain the basic rights as a resident of the kingdom.
Yep.
Fuck that noise. If it was 1 or 2, hell, I might even be willing to say up to 5, with 5 being the longest stretch possible. But a decade? That could be the entirety of the children who you're gonna enslave. Well, childhood.
I'm also first in line to become the head of House Montier, though my siblings attend to our mercantile affairs.
So, you know, kick his ass. Kick his ass.
How strong are your past loyalties?
I would never have given up my position if I did not intend to fully commit to the Inquisition. We cannot fall back on borders. Antiva is as threatened as any country by the rebellions. If anything, the alliances I forged there may help our current cause.
Do you think the Inquisition will continue after we seal the breach?
If we prove ourselves by healing the breach, people may turn to us for other things. Protection, counsel, justice. The Inquisition offered these once to those in need.
Tell me, do you believe I was saved by Andraste at the Temple of Sacred Ashes?
I should much like to believe so, Your Worship. The miracles Andraste performed was so long ago, they're difficult to picture. If it were truly her and the Fate who saved you, well, in any case, many already believe you walk in the Maker's light.
Let's speak later.
Farewell. Good day to you.
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. They will be gently reminded of this.
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out for?
None in particular. Our guests are well pleased with what they've seen. Greetings.
What do the people make of us?
We've gathered many favors among the nobility. will be gently reminded of this.
Any thoughts on the people here?
Who did you mean?
The Iron Bull has had to have made an impression.
He is a loud, unapologetic accident merely waiting to happen. I do wish he'd stop daring poor dignitaries to outdrink him.
Let's speak later.
Another time.
Go on.
It's just funny that apparently Iron Bull is just out drinking people.
Can you tell me about the original Inquisition?
The original Inquisition was formed after the First Blight, well before the Chantry as we know it. The Inquisitors were hunters, zealots, who tracked and killed cultists and dangerous mages. As Andraste rose to power, the Inquisition came into her service. Instead of hunting those who would do harm, the Inquisitors spread the chant of light by force.
No wonder everyone is so nervous around us. Who chose that name?
Divine Justinia herself. I understand that this was not a popular decision. In any case, once the chant of light had spread far and wide, there was less need for zealots. The Inquisitors became the seekers of truth, and eventually the Templars.
This is a dark chapter of history for the Divine to revisit.
Do you know what impresses me most about the original Inquisition? They fought horrific battles, killed and died for their cause, and when it was time, they put their swords away. Perhaps the name was Divine Justinia's message, that when the Inquisition is needed, it will strike without mercy. But when its work is done, it will put its sword away.
Do you know who the Grand Clerics will choose as the next Divine?
It is a difficult decision. All the obvious candidates perished with Divine Justinia at the Conclave. The Grand Clerics are terrified of the Inquisition. They will not decide soon, and I fear they will not decide wisely. Whoever is chosen needs the Inquisition's support. No one else seems likely to seal the breach.
How are the people doing after what happened at the Conclave?
So I've looked into it a little bit.
Many have lost homes.
Mm-hmm.
I doubt
I
many
think
will
I know
serve
which
when
side I'm going with.
seal the breach. I have offered what
Yeah.
help I can.
Mages.
The rest is for the Inquisition. What more do you
Apparently,
wish to know?
apparently the entire quest line for that is
How are the
very
villagers in Haven
timey-wimey
doing?
stuff.
They are terrified. Many of them came here because
As in,
the
you're
war
helping the
began.
mages or hindering them?
Destroyed their homes.
As in, there's a lot of time manipulation going on, even in the process of stopping the guy who is just wreaking havoc with time.
If we do not restore order, half of Thedas may starve.
What are you doing to help these people?
My sisters and I have been tending to the injured as best we are able. Some refugees come with food, while others arrive empty-handed.
But of course, I do need to talk to everyone because it is very, very possible for these people to have another side quest if just locked behind the dialogue.
Do you have information on people elsewhere?
The refugees in the hinterlands
Ah.
are desperate. Without help, starvation or war will claim many
Like, I
lives.
legitimately unlocked one by choosing one dialogue with one specific character, like, hey, yeah, those weird red glowing crystals that we saw underneath the breach, where we reacted strongly toward them. What are they? Red lyrium. They're crazy. They make you go fucking insane.
Farewell.
And that's just like, and that just evolved into, but hey, if you see some, I'd be all down for breaking it.
I met an elven mage earlier. Solus, I believe he was called. I admit I was surprised. I didn't expect to find mages among the Inquisition. Tell me, why were you at the Divine Conclave?
Oh my god, 6 different choices.
Boom, boom, boom.
Chaos
Dramatic
harms
music.
everyone. We need the circle restored. Templars made their beds. Mages should be free. I'm going with Chaos harms everyone.
War benefits no one.
Vivian greatly approves.
Why would you pick
If only the rebels
chaos?
saw things so clearly.
You've always been
Justinia's
such an
death
orderly
shattered the
fellow.
balance of power in the Thalos.
Yeah, I know
If it is
the
not
irony,
restored
Matt.
quickly,
You can
countless
stop
lives
laying
will
it
be
on.
lost. Mages, Templars, innocent people of all
You
kinds
sure?
now look
I feel
to
like
the
I might have had
Inquisition to decide
potential
their fate.
for writing or saying more.
I'll try not to let them down.
Failure is a luxury we cannot afford, my dear. For almost 1,000 years, the world
In this
believed
lighting,
it was
I
in the
legit
hands of
couldn't
many.
tell that she had
And now many believe you
sleeves.
are the agent of this will.
She has sleeves?
Whatever the truth is.
Yeah, look
that
carefully.
belief
You can see the
is
texture
Oh,
of the leather.
yeah.
See what I mean? Like, you can tell she's wearing fabric covering her body and things like that, but when it comes to like the shoulders and such, because of the lighting,
Nobody should
you
claim
rely
to be
on the
Will's maker.
texture.
Not
That's
me,
not me
not the
shit talking
Chantry.
though, because you
Perhaps
know,
nobody should.
back in the
But
day,
if
that
no one
shit,
leads the way, many
this
will
shit
be
was
left
considered
behind
some of the
in
most
darkness.
cutting edge graphics,
I've
if I
stolen
recall.
enough of your time, my dear. Don't let me keep you.
You know, it really fascinates me when you look back at something that used to be considered like the most realistic it could get. It's one thing when it was during like the early polygon ages, like
What do you wish to know?
like PlayStation or Nintendo 64,
You must have an opinion of the Templars after living so long.
or hell, I'll even
Having opinions
be
about
willing to
Templars,
say
my dear, is
up
exactly
to
like having
the
opinions
next
about
gen,
mages.
where it was
Far and
PS2,
few.
GameCube, and Xbox
Some who are
original.
impossible to endure, and some who are utterly
But like,
charming. I have
this is
suffered
like the
insults at the
era
hands of
where
those in the
shit
army.
actually started to get
I
mad
am
impressive.
tradesman in Val-Royaux. Personally, I have found the Templars a useful tool, skilled at keeping more unpleasant elements at bay.
If the circle disbanded, how can you still belong to it?
The circle is an idea, my dear.
Oh, and I know we talked about this in the past, but we really gotta find a way to watch Dragon Ball Heroes together. Because I really want you to see Hearts. He's cool. Or he looks cool and such.
There are too many. I would ask that you just call it the promotional anime.
If you lead all the loyalists,
What? What's so
why
hard
are you only
to remember? Here's how it goes. There's Dragon Ball, not to be mistaken for the Dragon Ball movie that retold the events, or the other movie that retold the events, but now Chaozu is a prince, and also the main villain instead of Piccolo was fucking Dracula.
What was it like to live in a circle?
Then it's Dragon Ball Z, or if you want a more accurate version, Dragon Ball Z Kai, but then you lose out on some really good and funny filler. It's not all good though. Honestly, it's kind of a 50-50 when I think of it. But anyways, after Dragon Ball Z, you can either go with Dragon Ball GT if you do want some good ideas that just weren't executed well, or Super, where you get a lot of bad ideas that were executed to an impressive degree, a better degree than they had any fucking right. Looking at Goku Black when I say that. Evil Goku is so stupid, and yet most people agree it's one of, if not the fucking best parts of Super.
Being forced by Templars to live in the tower.
Anyways,
Was it hard to endure?
then there's the Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods movie. There's Dragon Ball Super Resurrection F. Then there's Dragon Ball Super Superheroes. And then off to the side you have the promotional anime known as Super Dragon Ball Heroes. What is so complicated about that?
Did you include the promotional anime in your rant there?
Yes.
I must have missed it because it just sounded like Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball, Dragon
The mage
Ball.
killed hundreds with
Yes.
the snap of their fingers.
Dragon Ball,
Across
then
Thedas,
Dragon Ball
a
Z,
new tangible fear
then
came.
there's GT,
Commoners and
then
nobles
there's
alike
Super,
called out to the Chantry for protection.
then I listed the
Malcontents in the
movies
towers
that are
fought nothing
technically
against.
necessary.
They kept them for themselves and for their
Say
allies,
technically,
the
because you
Templars.
can get a shittier version of Battle of Gods if you watch it in
The mages protested
when it was
that
turned into the Berserk in Dragon Ball
chose to
Super.
vote on independence based on the intolerable
Resurrection
conditions
F is
imposed
kind
by
of
the
a
Templars.
sloppy
Bearing
bag
no
of shit no
sympathy
matter
with
which
the
one you go with, be it movie or the arc.
So long as they have their freedom, they could care little for
Then
violence,
you
angry,
would
or about
then
picking
you would
mages
watch
against
the movie Dragon Ball
Are you
Super,
familiar with Grand
colon,
Fiona?
superheroes.
before her horrendously
And
ill-timed
then there,
selfish
off to
vote.
the side, which is just kind of going on at the same time as everything else,
She could not handle
including
the
GT,
so many people.
you have
We would have done
Super
better to replace
Dragon
her
Ball
years ago. Let her
Heroes.
spend time gardening.
That's the promotional anime.
Do they have cause to
No
rebel?
relation to Dragon
The
Ball Super
aftermath of their
Superhero.
terrorist attacks? Was that really the most
Some
opportune time
relation,
to break away?
but only in the
By all
regards
means
of,
protest abuses by the Templars.
just like
Just
with
don't take
Xenoverse,
away
the moment
the
anyone
mages
shows up in the main continuity, that means that they're gonna appear sooner or later in the
My
promotional.
colleagues all but declared war upon the ordinary
Like deadass, we technically got to see the Gods of Destruction fight first in the promotional anime instead of in Super or even the manga.
The vote for independence was carried by only a small
It's because all they really needed is to have their design, to know the designs. Then the promotional, because it's a promotional anime, would mostly just do the same generic dodge punch thing, and one or two hands forward before firing a key blast. Sometimes it would be an energy wave instead of just a single key blast, but you get my point.
I'd like
The
to know more
promotional
about
anime is really just that, promotional.
You know, it would be kind of cool.
your accent's not Orlesian.
Putting this
Where
shit in
exactly are you
Xenoverse.
from?
I am from the circle, my dear.
Beyond that,
One's country of origin rarely matters.
if
Go on.
Mirato and
But if
Fu
you must know,
all
I was
appeared
born
in
White
Super,
for 3 marches. I was sent to the Auschwitz.
Super
I
as
transferred
in
to
main
Moscow
series
while
Super?
still in
yeah, like actual official canon, like everyone's familiar
I'm
with
curious
it.
how a circle mage winds up a courtier.
Nobody winds up at court, my dear.
I think they technically have.
To arrive there. I caught the eye of Duke
I feel like I would know if Fu
an
appeared
advantageous connection
in canon.
many doors.
No,
When
here's what I
positioned
mean.
enchanted to the
I
eye of
vaguely
the
recall Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is apparently supposed to be like canon,
You're married.
and they do appear in there.
Of course
Like
not,
there
my
is
dear.
what if materials in it,
Marriage is
such
the
as
business of
technically
alliance,
after he's
not
already been
marriage.
killed and everything, you can encounter Raditz, who, after you kick his ass, decides he'll train with you, but only so he can get strong enough to beat you and make you pay.
We got along quite well.
He has no impact on the story. I don't think he becomes a selectable character or anything like that. But like, technically, I just vaguely recall that apparently it's supposed to be like a canon
What
thing.
duties does a court enchanter have?
I am tasked with providing assistance to the Empress on arcane matters. Most of my predecessors restricted this to light
Oh, by the way, I'm looking at his wiki page right now. Listen to this. Heart's energy cubes may be a reference to Ophiel's embodied weapon in Phantasy Star Online 2, as both characters are voiced by Takehito Koyasu.
So it's true. Butler has stand on us. I hope my hunch was wrong.
You knew him well?
Not as well as I thought. Show me the reports. There were so many questions surrounding Faria's death. Did he think we wouldn't notice? He's killed Faria, one of my best agents, and knows where the others are. You know what must be done. Make it clean. painless if you can. We were friends once.
Oh, by the way, another fun fact, and this is something I actually noticed, but didn't... I noticed it sounds similar, but I didn't know this as a fact. Takahito Koyasu happens to also be the voice of Dio Brando from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
The Inquisition is a priority for you.
Suddenly it makes sense how this guy was able to dodge Hit's time stop punch. By the way, one more thing I want to say about Hearts. Apparently, he's around Jiren in terms of power. But he acknowledges that when Jiren goes 100% full power, he cannot beat him, causing Hearts to say that Jiren might just be the strongest being in all the universes. But that was also before Hearts basically fused with the equivalents of the fucking Tesseracts.
Some of them were better people than me. And yet I'm free and they're not. It's not right.
You know, instead of just telling you shit I recalled from memory, I should just read to you. I literally have the fucking page up. It's stupid that I haven't yet.
I'll leave you to your work.
Other than the part where I mentioned I was reading it. But you get my point.
So I've just realized I didn't actually talk to Vivienne about the thing that's super obviously
Is there anything I can do to help your efforts at restoring the circle?
side questy.
Again, in this lighting, you cannot tell she's wearing sleeves. In fact, it makes it hard to tell the brown fabric's not her skin. Until you get to the obvious part, where you had the camera so there was enough shine coming off the fabric.
I'll look into it for you.
I see. I will be getting off very soon.
Can I ask you something, Varric?
You want to talk about me?
Okay.
Flattered. Also inclined toward extravagant lies.
Thanks, Varric.
No problem. Now, how much did you need?
10
Sarah?
would do it. Herald Van Draste. She sent tests to see whether we would accept a Cunari as Andraste's chosen. I think everyone is worthy of love. The maker just makes some of us larger and greyer than others. And I'm Flissa. Can I get you a drink?
It's all right, Flissa. I won't do anything frightening.
It wouldn't matter. As I said, I'm Flissa. The Inquisition soldiers needed a place to unwind, so Leliana brought me in to set the tavern. Nothing fancy, but it's safer for the soldiers than looking for trouble in some village.
Fair enough.
Leliana asked you to run an Inquisition tavern. How did you meet?
Don't rush me. I managed an inn back in Denerin. When I heard interesting gossip, I passed over to Leliana. But she also said I wanted to run my own tavern. I said
What can you tell me about this area?
Adan is even the apothecary. He's been making potions and tending to the wounded as best he can. Harris is the Inquisition's smith. Whatever he can make you, Thren the quartermaster can probably find. And if there's anything fancier, you can try buying from Cedric. His prices aren't too high. Yes?
You know, your weapon kind of looks like a Gatling gun. You see it, don't you?
Farewell.
A little bit. A little bit.
So, this is it, huh?
Still feels like that handle's a little impractical for it.
I thought it'd be bigger.
Yeah.
That would have been hilarious if you were a man, right? Wasted. Anyway, stopping wars should earn more sovereigns than this. Need things back to normal for coins to be flowing again. Another reason the Templars and mages need to be sat down.
It's not just a war between those two.
Well, sure, the sky has a hole in it, but I can't put an arrow in that.
It'd be
Well, I
interesting
have.
seeing you
It doesn't
try.
come down. That's weird. And that's the point,
Okay
right?
then.
It's weird and right there, but they still want to punch each other. They're too busy to look up where the real questions are.
That's why we're here. To help guide everyone back from the brink.
The religious ones tell you that. That's important, right? But don't make it all about that. Seems like believing too hard is what got everyone here. And here is stupid and smells of horse.
I really wish they'd let us have more than 8 characters in Xenoverse.
Sound good to
Yeah.
you?
I just realized it's possible to make a
I
Virgil.
think I'll enjoy having you around, Sarah. I
A
hope you
Virgil
feel
and
the
a
same.
Dante.
Woof.
What?
To do something about that.
I flirted with the crazy elf lady, and her
Oh.
response was chuckling at me and then going wolf.
Chasing the Lord Seeker, I think.
Yikes.
Anyone who thinks they need Lord in front of the name, that's bad. Bet he's got a portrait taller than he is. That's your first clue to a total arse. Fact.
You know what I have not been able to shake
What do
the
you
thought
think about
of?
the people who have gathered?
Which? The ones who do things? The
She's
ones
an
who
elf.
do
She looks like she's got white or blonde, slight blonde, white, silver kind of hair. She's wearing a red and white outfit, and it looks like she's got fucking
We'll talk later.
gift wraps for leggings.
More or less, yeah.
Chasing mages? That's a Templar's job. A big, armoured, pissed-off helm polisher. Not too late to go find some. Or stay home.
It's a little early for Christmas. That's all I'm saying.
What, the doors under the chantry?
You know about them?
Places have doors. I just wasn't interested in poking through some sister's breeches. Don't know about you, though. Consider them open, yeah?
Good.
Ready for waiting.
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, yeah. Interested, are you?
You're skilled. Who taught you how to use a bow?
No one.
That seems unlikely.
What? I picked it up here and there. Mostly it just makes sense. It's not like that for you.
Usually it takes considerable discipline, hence my question.
I work at it. Practice a little. Not like Cullen and his pets. I mean, you miss, then you don't. Is it that hard to see when it's wrong?
Is it
A
an
little
elf
bit.
thing?
Most I know couldn't find an arrow sitting on it. Right. Maybe I just make it look easy in shite company. Fact still is, no teacher. Where would I find one in Halifax anyway?
How about the basics? Where are you from?
Ferelden?
I got that from the accent. Where in Ferelden?
Over? Okay, fine. Denerim for a bit. South, north, wherever I want.
There are no connections you want to mention at all?
Nope.
How very
Fair enough.
Canary of you.
What?
Never mind.
Good, right?
Yeah.
You're not like most of the elves
Yeah?
I've met.
Right?
Hmm?
Or was that an insult?
He said yeah. I said yeah. Thought we were gonna keep a chain going.
Never be as
But
good as
no.
you were.
Nah.
Well, who's we?
Negatory.
Yeah.
Fine.
There's a lot of tradition there. Should it just be thrown away?
Your great-grandfather's dead. Why aren't you dead? You're throwing away tradition.
That makes sense to you?
None of it does.
Yeah, this is definitely Luna
That's why I'm
Lovegood.
not like an elf,
We'll talk later.
if you say so. Sitting and waiting. Great, yeah?
You apparently have a lot of friends. Tell me about your network.
It's not mine, right? I mean, it is, but it's also everyone. Everyone who wants to shove it to nobles who hide behind gold and silk. And hats, I guess.
We'll talk another time.
It's all good, isn't it? Your wish is something, something.
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
Okay, see if Solus has anything new.
What can I do for you?
Nope.
We'll talk later.
Gonna check the houses, because apparently those can have people in them. Important people on them, I mean.
You're back. And in one piece.
For a healer, you don't seem particularly nurturing.
I'm not a healer. I'm an alchemist. Right then.
Okay, there's a lot of upgrades here.
Oh.
Yeah, you can upgrade the potions you get.
Ah.
I upgrade my healing potion once, but I can upgrade it again if I get enough stuff, and I can also upgrade my regeneration potion.
Hmm.
So it lasts longer, heals more, doubles the healing if you're below a certain percent of health, and will also heal people near you.
Hmm.
Poison, same old. Grenades. Stun them if they get hit by it. Fire. Jar of bees. Makes people more likely to panic. Makes the bee last longer. And makes them target more people. Okay. First order of business. Raid the basement, since that's something I can do now, apparently. Okay. Even if I didn't like Sarah as a character, just the fact that she's able to unlock the doors in the basement makes it worth it for me to have recruited her. Oh, Andraste is the bride of the Maker? That's a sentence. Jail cells. Loot. Okay. According to the world map, I have... Oh my god, there's another... Of course there's another freaking quest. Okay. Those two, Cassandra Colon. Okay, I'm down to 4 people to talk to. Which isn't bad. I do wish I could summon Cannon Horse. I think we'll probably, as long as I'm using that horse, I'm probably going to keep calling him Cannon Horse.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for checking anyway. Can I help you with something?
If I have material for a special order, do I bring it to you?
Just take it over there. One of my boys will make it go with you.
Okay, just need to talk to Iron Bull. Hit Blackwall, Cassandra, colon.
When there was no sky, Maker.
You're not Iron Bull.
What can I do for you?
There was no earth. You were the earth.
I'd like to know more about the Iron Bull.
The chief. Last time I met him, he saved my life. I never thought I'd work for a Canary, but he grows on you. He's not like any commander I've ever worked for. That's for damn sure.
I can't tell if this is a guy or a girl.
If you know what you're doing and hold up your end, he's easy. He doesn't accept any less.
I think it's a
He keeps us alive,
guy.
he leads from the front, and if you've an idea that'll win the fight, he listens. I've seen bands whose captains had to prove they were swinging the biggest sword.
Emphasis on think.
Well, isn't like that. The charges might give him more lip than you'd expect, but every one of us would lay down our lives for the big ass.
His hair vaguely resembles a crew cut,
How did a Vinter soldier wind up in a Kunari spy's mercenary company?
which is an oddly modern
I was in some trouble.
look.
Trying to flee to Vinter. A tribune
Like,
and his
obviously
men
that
killed me
haircut's
before
been
he
around
took
for a long ass time, but, like, the style that he did it, you know what I mean?
So I doing it. Patched me up and asked if I was looking for work. I've been putting up with his jokes ever since.
That's how he lost the eye?
Yes. The guards had me on the tavern floor when Bull came inside and yelled for them to stop. One of them saw trouble coming and figured he'd finish me off. The guard had a flare. Bull put himself between me and the blow. Big old idiot. Didn't even know me.
Is it strange to work for a Kunari?
He hasn't tried to convert us to the Qun, if that's what you're asking. Bull's charges don't care who you light a candle for, so long as your shield stays up. If he hadn't told me he was
On one
Bedmaster, I
hand,
thought
he
left
looks,
that life behind.
it looks like he,
I didn't expect he'd tell you all that he was a spy.
Not the whole
on the
battle,
other
he's been
hand,
around
the
long enough
voice,
to
I can't
trust.
tell if it's
He figures most of us
kind
will
of
find us
feminine, but
sooner or
it could
later.
be just
It
like
should come from him.
a
Eyes to eyes.
high-pitched male voice.
It's never messed up a job. He just writes letters back home. Lots of the boys write letters back home.
We'll talk later.
They've got good form. Cullen's putting his Templar training to good use.
Did Cullen tell you he was a Templar? He's not wearing the armor.
He didn't have to. Might not be a Templar shield, but it's a Templar holding it. He angles the shield just a bit down. Helps direct fire or acid away, so it doesn't spray right into your face. Canary learned the same thing when we trained to fight the Vinter mages. Your Templar's doing good work.
Yes, he is.
I'm impressed by what Cullen has accomplished with the troops.
Cannon horse, cannon horse, does whatever a cannon horse does.
Now he just needs him to make a decent shield wall.
How dare
The
you?
problem for the Inquisition right now isn't on the front line. It's at the top. You've got no leader, no Inquisitor.
The Inquisition has done all right so far without an Inquisitor.
That's because all we've needed so far is damage control. Reaction. A group can handle that. Once you've sealed the breach, it's going to be time to make decisions. Someone's going to have to step up. Who knows? Maybe you sealed the breach. The Chantry gets off its ass and all those soldiers go home and get fat.
You think?
It could happen. It won't. But it could.
I agree with you.
What's going on?
See you later, Bull.
See ya.
I'd like him.
Travel safely.
Okay, Blackwall, who's over here doing whatever it is he does.
Make a look at it. So much easier to ignore when it's far away.
Yeah,
And to actually walk out of it. To be that close.
If I hadn't been saved by Inquisition soldiers, I don't know what would have happened.
Inquisition soldiers? That's not what I've heard. I have to admit, I thought you'd be...
Human?
Yes.
I don't blame you.
It's not surprising. Humans are everywhere. It's expected.
It was a foolish thought. Should have known better than to say anything. It's what you do and how you do it that's important. Just one question then. How do you think you fit in with all this?
I'm not sure yet.
It's been a whirlwind. It's hard to say where I fit.
I guess we'll have to figure that out. For me, I'll be satisfied so long as we find the bastards that killed the Divine.
Agreed.
They owe us some answers.
Heard rumors of abandoned warden camps all over these parts.
Hmm.
If we have time, I'd like to take a look, see if there's anything we can salvage.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
Okay, Cassandra, Colin, then time to go help some mages. Thankfully, they shouldn't have much to say.
Do you need something?
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Did you need something?
Is there anything I should know?
The Lord Seeker's actions are a mystery. The Templars will aid us. They cannot sit idle while the breach remains.
That's all for now.
Should you require anything, I'll be here.
Okay, yeah, that was quick and easy. Lots of quests, somewhat. I will say, I know like this is a good defensive position if we're gonna go to the breach, but it does worry me being this close to the breach. Well, bedroom. Neat. Okay then. It's finally time. Main story progression.
Do all the side quests. Now.
Have you kept in touch with our friends in Lady Esserly's estate? Several bards will play for her tomorrow night. We will have names soon enough.
Red Jenny quests. For your big hats, Lord whoever says you're rubbish. His servants don't care but could drop a few things for them. They'll give Josephine a surprise. I think scrolls or something. Okay. Yeah, let's put Josephine on this.
Raven looked like a horn. Like she had a weird reverse kind of demonic horn.
Hmm?
The tarot card, the one with the chick who had the raven or a crow. Because of like the way it looked, for a moment there I thought they did something weird. Like, you know how a horn usually has like a point on the end of it? I thought it was like growing in reverse somehow.
Give up this nonsense and go and get the Templars.
Redcliffe is in the hands of the Magister. This cannot be allowed to stand.
The letter from Alexius asked for the Herald of Andraste by name. It's an obvious trap.
So we've heard from Magister Alexius. I expected as much.
And yet some of us want to sit and do nothing. Not this again.
Redcliffe Castle is one of the most defensible fortresses in Ferelden. It has repelled thousands of assaults. If you go in there, you'll die. And we'll lose the only means we have of closing these rifts. I won't allow it.
And if we don't even try to meet Alexius, we lose the mages and leave a hostile foreign power on our doorstep. Even if we could assault the keep, it would be for naught. An Orlesian Inquisition's army marching into Ferelden would provoke a war. Our hands are tied.
The Magister
has outplayed us.
We can't just give up. There has to be something we can do.
We cannot accept defeat now. There must be a solution.
Yeah.
Other than the main gate, there's got to be another way into the castle. A sewer, a water course, something.
There's nothing I know of that would work.
Wait. There is a secret passage into the castle, an escape route for the family. It's too narrow for our troops, but we could send agents through.
Too risky. Those agents will be discovered well before they reach the Magister.
That's why we need a distraction. Perhaps the envoy Alexius wants so badly.
Keep attention on Adar, while we disable the Magister's defenses.
It would work.
It might work.
Fortunately, you'll have help.
This man says he has information about the Magister and his methods, Commander.
Your spies will never get past Alexius's magic without my help. So if you're going after him, I'm coming along.
The plan puts you in the most danger. We can't in good conscience order you to do this. We can still go after the Templars if you'd rather not play the bait.
Please. I'd play the bait even if I wasn't doing this. Let's be real. Even if we went to the Templars, I would end up playing bait. It's a foregone conclusion. Okay, Cassandra, Sarah, let's go have some fun. Oh god, I've just realized. Now I need to make, what, 3 or 4 thumbnails back to back to back?
Announce us.
The invitation was for Mistress Adar alone. The others will remain here.
They have to accompany me. You wouldn't deprive me of my attachés, would you? I'm learning some of that political double talk from Josephine and Liliana.
My Lord Magister, the agents of the Inquisition have arrived.
My friend, it's so good to see you again. And your associates, of course.
Of
I'm
course.
sure we can work out some arrangement that is equitable to all parties.
Are we mages to have no voice in deciding our fate?
Fiona, you would not have turned your followers over to my care if you did not trust me with their lives.
If the Grand Enchanter wants to be a part of these talks, then I welcome her as a guest of the Inquisition.
Thank you.
I worry.
The Inquisition needs mages to close the breach, and I have them. So, what shall you offer in exchange?
Actually, I hoped you could tell me more about these Venatori I'm hearing so much about.
Now, where could you have heard that name?
I told her.
Felix, what have you done?
Your son is concerned that you're involved in something terrible.
So speaks the thief. Do you think you can turn my son against me? You walk into my stronghold with your stolen mark, a gift you don't even understand, and think you're in control.
Stolen?
You're nothing but a mistake.
What was supposed to
If I'm
happen?
a mistake, what exactly was the breach supposed to accomplish?
It was to be a triumphant moment for the Elder One, for this world.
Father, listen to yourself. Do you know what you sound like?
He sounds exactly like the sort of villainous cliché everyone expects us to be.
Dorian, I gave you a chance to be a part of this. You turned me down. The Elder One has power you would not believe. He will raise the Imperium from its own ashes.
What's better than turning back time?
He will make the world bow to mages once more. We will rule from the Boric Ocean to the frozen seas.
You can't involve my people in this.
Alexius, this is exactly what you and I talked about never wanting to happen. Why would you support this?
Stop it, Father. Give up
I
the
just realized someone died in the
Let the Southern
background.
Mages fight the breach, and let's go home.
No, it's the only way, Felix. He can save you.
Save me?
There is a way. The Elder One promised if I undo the mistake at the temple.
I'm going to die. You need to accept that.
Seize them, Venatori. The Elder One demands this woman's life.
They're already kind of taken care of.
Your men are dead, Alexius.
You are a mistake.
Oh dear.
Never have existed.
Oh dear. Well, this isn't good. I'm getting a foreboding feeling.
Yeah.
Like I'm about to be sent into an apocalyptic future. This is time magic after all.
Blood of the Elder One. Where'd they come from?
Why is... Dorian, where's everyone else?
Displacement. Interesting. It's probably not what Alexius intended. The rift must have moved us to what? The closest confluence of arcane energy?
The last thing I remember, we were in the castle hall.
Let's see. If we're still in the castle, it isn't. Oh, of course, it's not simply where, it's when. Alexius used the amulet as a focus. It moved us through time.
That doesn't sound good.
That doesn't sound good.
It sounds terrible. Depending on when we are and what happened while we were away. Let's
Indeed.
look around, see where the rift took us. Then we can figure out how to get back. If we can.
What was Alexius trying to do?
I believe his original plan was to remove him from time completely.
Well, I'm glad
If
that didn't happen.
you would never have been at the Temple of Sacred Ashes or mangled his Elder One's plan. I think your surprise in the castle hall made him reckless. He tossed us into the rift before he was ready. I counted it. The magic went wild, and here we are. Makes sense?
Not really.
It just seems so insane.
I don't even want to think about what this will do to the fabric of the world.
Neither do I.
Travel through time so much as punch a hole through it and toss it into the privy.
Yeah, jeez.
Don't worry. I'm here. I'll protect you.
There were others in the hall. Could they have been drawn through the rift?
I doubt it was large enough to bring the whole room through. Alexius wouldn't risk catching himself or Felix in it. They're probably still where and when we left them. In some sense, anyway.
Alexius mentioned an Elder One in the hall. Do you know who he was talking about?
Leader of the Venatori, I suspect. Some magister aspiring to godhood. It's the same old tune. Let's play with magic we don't understand. It will make us incredibly powerful. Evidently, it doesn't matter if you rip apart the fabric of time in the process.
I appreciate them calling out the cliches, like, oh yes, you're the villainous cliche, or, oh, let's play with old powerful magic we don't understand. I'm sure it won't have any, negative consequences.
You have a plan to get us back, I hope.
I have some thoughts on that. They're lovely thoughts. Like little jewels.
I'm keeping him. He's too much fun. Why is this place flooding? Door to the left, door to the right. That's not worrying at all. Just blood red circle behind us. Oh, God.
Alexius has made a dreadful mess of this place, hasn't he?
I didn't see this part of the castle.
It was covered in the tackiest carvings of wolves and dogs I'd ever seen. This is not an improvement.
Which would you rather have? Super tacky carvings or giant evil demonic red crystals?
No.
You don't want to choose between tacky carvings of wolves and lions and giant evil red crystals?
I mean, the carvings are likely going to turn out to be possessed or have some kind of evil spirit that they were either containing or warding off. If it's just tacky, then yeah, I'll go with it.
I think they're just tacky.
Then I'll go with that.
Oh look, someone's here.
Andraste blessed me, Andraste blessed me. My tears are my sins, my sins, my sins.
Are your eyes red?
Andraste guide me.
Tell me you didn't lie to me.
What do you mean?
The red eye thing. Tell me picking up the tacky thing didn't cause the red eyes. Tell me they were red before I didn't pay attention.
No, it's just a guy in a cell.
Okay.
Let's give this guy... Matt, I need your honest opinion. Between fire, ice, and lightning, which would you give this guy?
Because of how he's mostly wearing white before you change his outfit, I would be between ice and lightning. But since it's not my character, I'd likely go with lightning to make myself the cryomancer. But seeing him wear that yellow does make me think more fire.
That stuff's bound to change just period because the armor changes and I'm not crafting him a personal outfit until I can just give him the best stuff. I think I'll do lightning. Lightning seems fun. The reason I was asking about the red crystals and the tacky carvings is before this area had tacky carvings. Now it has giant evil red crystals growing out of everywhere. That's what I was saying. Objective to the left and objective to the right. Yeah, they're both probably necessary. And I descend further into the deep.
The light shall lead her safely through the paths of this
Cassandra?
world and into the next. For she who trusts in the Maker, fire is her water.
Oh dear.
You've returned to us. Can it be? Has Andraste
Okay, yeah, her
given
eyes
us
are
another
definitely
chance?
red.
Maker, forgive me. I failed you. I failed everyone. The end must truly be upon us if the dead return to life.
I'm not back from the dead, Cassandra. I just got... well, this is hard to explain.
I was there. The Magister obliterated you with a gesture.
Alexius sent us forward in time. If we find him, we may be able to return to the present.
Go back in time. Then, can you make it so that none of this ever took place?
If Dorian is right and can actually reverse the spell, then yes.
Alexius's master. After you died, we could not stop the Elder Ones from rising. Empress Celine was murdered. The army that swept in afterwards, it was a horde of demons. Nothing stopped them. Nothing.
We'll stop all that from happening. I promise.
Maker, guide us all.
I'm not sure I want her following us. She has red energy, a red energy aura that just looks really evil.
Evil.
Also, she has the demonic echo voice.
Remember, stupid. I can't take that.
Oh, hi, Sarah.
Sus.
No, no, no. You can't be here. You're dead and they don't come back.
I'm not dead,
You know, in that lighting, she kind of looks like a female version of Golem.
Demon or
A
whatever.
little bit.
Oh, for the love of...
I came to find you, my precious.
Talk sense or shut it. I can't think about him.
Look, you can stay here or come with us to fight Alexius.
Fight him. You tried, yeah? You got demons, gods, and I've got a bow. I want them to hurt. You're really here. I'll freaking die to spit in their faces.
Fair enough.
You want Alexius? He's locked in the throne room. Never leaves, for God's sake.
You know, I'm really worried about who else I'm gonna find here. Oh.
You're alive. I saw you disappear into the rift.
What is the date? I need to know how much time has passed.
Harvest Mir. 942
Oh
dragon.
dear.
942? Then we've missed an entire year.
We have to get out of here. Go back in time.
Please, stop this from happening. Alexius serves the Elder One, more powerful than the Maker. No one challenges him and lives.
That Magister is going to regret he didn't just kill me.
Our only hope is to find the amulet that Alexius used to send us here. If it still exists, I can use it
apparently,
to open the rift at the
extend
exact
exposure
spot.
to evil glowing red crystals turns you into evil glowing red crystals.
Maybe. It might also turn us into paste.
You must try. Your spy master, Leliana. She is here. Find her. Quickly, before the Elder One learns you're here.
If red lyrium is an infection, why is it coming out from here?
Are you sure you want to find out?
Get over here.
Let's not stop till these bastards are lying in their own innards.
Just like old times.
Very worrying.
Might be stuff we can use around here.
You know, the sad thing is, I'm probably not going to use most of the crap I'm picking up.
Isn't that just what all gamers do?
Yeah, but it's worse than usual because this stuff is all like four levels lower than me. Like, I'm not going to use it because it's basically, it's basically, a waste. I'm basically just going to sell it all. Oh, well, that's not good. I'm looking for Leliana, my spy master, And the region I just entered is Torture Chamber. I feel like I know where Liliana is. I hope she's alright. I don't think this game will let me romance her, but if she...
The Elder One has taken all that is his and will soon rule from his city.
Hi.
Makes me sick what they do to the priests.
Spike!
Never.
Oh, jeez, Liliana.
I will die first. Or you will.
Okay. Okay then. That is some leg strength. Liliana just snapped a man's neck with her thighs.
Well, that was impressive.
Anger is stronger than any pain. Do you have weapons? Good. The Magister's probably in his chambers.
You aren't curious how we got here?
No.
Alexius sent us into the future. This, his victory, his Elder One, it was never meant to be.
I'm so sorry for everything you suffered.
We have to reverse his spell. If we can get back to our present time, we can prevent this future from ever happening.
And mages always wonder why people fear them. No one should have this power.
It's dangerous and unpredictable. Before the breach, nothing we did.
Enough. This is all pretend to you. Some future you hope will never exist. I suffered. The whole world suffered. It was real.
What happened while we were away?
Stop talking.
I'm just asking for information.
No, you're talking to fill silence. Nothing happened that you want to hear.
Fair enough.
We need to find Alexius. I'm sure he'll be in the nicer part of the castle, if there is one.
Make her take you!
Docks, eh?
The Magister needs more power for his rituals.
No! Let me, Linnea.
This is madness. Alexius can't can't have wanted this.
Ay.
The breach! It's
everywhere.
The Elder One and his Zealot. They are the ones who opened the breach.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, but it's cool, but having green skies everywhere probably isn't very nice aesthetically. Well, this is definitely story progression. Not quite sure it's story progression I like, but it is story progression. Upper Royal Wing. Unless it's purple or blue, I don't care. So much lore that I'm not reading right now because I don't really care. I care about the lore, I just don't care enough to read it right now.
What became of Felix? Do you know?
Yes.
No. And you're not going to tell me?
You'll find out soon enough.
Oh dear. It's very worrying when someone says, "You'll find out soon enough." Oh, lovely, more evil people.
The main hall? It didn't look like that before.
What in Andraste's name is that? Hold on to it. I want to look at it later.
Oh, this is back where we came. Greetings.
It's taken by surprise. Drop your stairs! Doesn't look like the Elder One is interested in saving his followers.
Okay, did I miss red lyrium shards anywhere? Doesn't look like it. Good. One thing I do have to appreciate about this game, is if you find a side quest after you've already explored a large chunk of the area, it will just show you, oh yeah, there's a side quest over here. It's nice when the game doesn't force you to force that kind of thing. Oh no, that wasn't where I came from. Interesting.
Try to take out that enchanter quickly. Block them from coming up the stairs! For some light reading.
You know, if the situation was different, where we would, where it was, I could see, like, a good reason.
What happened here?
Somebody had very questionable taste.
Like, if I could... Where the hell is...
We could take them by surprise.
I thought I was heading back to the main chamber.
Have mercy on your souls. No one else will.
Okay, where have I ended up? Okay, I've ended up over here. Interesting. Zara smash!
Get that blood for the offering. Let's head back to the main hall. I think I know how we'll open that door.
You gotta be kidding me.
What's wrong?
Well, first off, I intended to be gone almost an hour ago. But because I had been getting distracted with shit, I had been trying and doing other things. It means that I fell behind in my goal, and when I thought I was on the last one, I find out I'm only like 20 of those points away from what I wanted, from when I wanted to stop, so now I have to do one last run when I was ready to sign off. Like, I know it's just gonna be another, like, 2 to 3 minutes, including loading times, but you know what I mean?
It still annoys you. Honestly, I wasn't expecting to go this long either, but I don't want to just leave this quest when I know I'm right at the end.
Exactly.
Ooh, that's cool. Masterwork Wave Blade. And of course, it's a longsword schematic. What did I expect?
What damage did Alexius' spell do?
Rifts tore apart all of southern Thedas, starting here. But whether that's his doing or the breach, who can say?
Okay. It's boss fight time.
It's over, Alexius.
So it is. I knew you would appear again. Not that it would be now, but I knew I hadn't destroyed you. My final failure.
Was it worth it? Everything you did to the world, to yourself.
It doesn't matter now. All we can do is wait for the end.
What do you mean? What's ending?
The irony that you should appear now, of all the possibilities. All that I fought for, all that I betrayed, and what have I wrought? Ruin and death, that is nothing else. The Elder One comes for me, for you, for us all. Felix.
That's Felix. Maker's breath, Alexius, what have you done?
He would have died, Dorian. I saved him. Please, don't hurt my son. I'll do anything you ask.
You didn't save him, Alexius. No one should live like that.
Boss fight time. Yeah, I don't know what I expected.
Tell me again how you're gonna seal them?
by Alexius.
He wanted to die, didn't he? All those lies he told himself, the justifications. He lost Felix long ago. He didn't even notice.
Okay. I reached my goal for at least the night.
I know you cared for him.
Once he was a man to whom I compared.
Now I'm just gonna check and see what the fuck my current standing is.
Amulet he used before. I think it's the same one we made in Minrathous. That's a relief. Give me an hour to work out the spell he used, and I should be able to reopen the rift.
An hour? That's impossible. You must go now.
Well, that's not good.
That's how they won. How it won. You can make it right. Make it never happen. I'll fight. We'll fight.
I'm currently on the. I'm within throwing distance of level 9 out of 15.
Cast your spell. You have as much time as I have hours.
My current weekly in-team placement is number 100.
Damn.
That's not that impressive. Don't get me wrong, it is impressive, but, you know, the whole, I have to maintain this shit.
Guide me.
Like, it doesn't matter if I'm here now, what matters is at the end of the week. One bright side, though, is based off my current standing, that means I should be able to receive 750 TP medals, plus all the bonuses for ranks below it. Excuse me.
You'll have to do better than that.
Alright, Jones, I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I just won.
Yeah, I know. I have had your stream on still.
All claim to Redcliffe, and we let you live.
Kick him in the crotch.
You won. There is no point extending this charade. Felix.
Maybe next time, don't be a jackass, you jackass.
You'll die.
Oh wait, shit. Yeah, his son probably wants him to live. His son's okay, so I guess just chop off a leg and call it a day. Or just have him serve out a sentence.
I think that's what's gonna end up happening.
Okay, I guess.
Well, I'm glad that's over with.
I mean, I did kill him in the future.
Okay.
Why are there soldiers here?
Grand Enchanter,
New regime, I guess.
we'd like to discuss your abuse of our hospitality.
Oh shit, that was a real reaction.
Majesties, when we offered the Major's sanctuary, we did not
Good night,
give the right
Charles.
to drive our people from their homes.
Night, Matt.
King
Rest well.
Alistair, Queen
You too.
Honora, I assure you, we never intended...
In light of your actions, good intentions are no longer enough.
You and your followers have worn out your welcome. Leave Ferelden, or we'll be forced to make you leave.
But we have hundreds who need protection. Where will we go?
The Inquisition might be willing to take in the mages.
And what are the terms of this arrangement?
Hopefully better than what Alexius gave you. The Inquisition is better than that, yes?
I suggest conscripting them. They've proven what they'll do given too much freedom. After this, stick them up a tower.
It seems we have little choice but to accept whatever you offer.
We would be honored to have you fight as allies at the Inquisition's side.
We'll discuss this later.
I'll pray that the rest of the Inquisition honors your promise then.
The breach threatens all of Thedas. We cannot afford to be divided now. We can't fight it without you. Any chance of success requires your full support.
It's a generous offer. I doubt you're going to get a better one from us.
While I understand they don't agree,
We accept. It would be madness not to.
I understand they're upset.
I will gather my people
I can
and
get
ready them
why.
for the journey to Haven. The breach will be closed. You will not regret giving us this chance.
But conscripting them, locking them up, that did not end well, and I'm not gonna force them down that path again. Not after everything they've been through. Don't get me wrong, they're not in a good way, but just as equally, having them feel angry against us for indenturing them to us is not the path.
It's not a matter for debate. There will be abominations among the mages, and we must be prepared.
If we rescind the offer of an alliance, it makes the Inquisition appear incompetent at best, tyrannical at worst.
Hello,
What were you
viewers.
thinking, turning mages loose with no oversight? The veil is torn open.
Give them their freedom for now. If they prove later they can't handle it, impose restrictions.
And how many lives will be lost if they fail? With the veil broken, the threat of possession. You were there, Seeker. Why didn't you intervene?
While I may not completely agree with the decision, I support it. The sole point of the Herald's mission was to gain the mage's aid, and that was accomplished.
The voice of pragmatism speaks. Here I was, just starting to enjoy the circular arguments.
Hi, Dorian.
Closing the breach is all that matters.
Closing the breach will require a lot of magic, and that means lyrium. I have contacts who can help.
Contacts meaning smugglers? Send them word. We need every advantage.
We have legitimate lyrium supply lines already.
And they don't need to hear of this. Keep it under the table, and I'll do what I can to quiet rumors. We should look into the things you saw in this dark future. The assassination of Empress Celine. A demon army.
Sounds like something a Tevinter cult might do. Orlais falls, the Imperium rises. Chaos for everyone.
One
I like
battle at
Dorian.
a time.
He's
It's going
fun.
to take time to organize our troops and the mage recruits. Let's take this to the war room. Join us. None of this means anything without your mark, after all.
Thank you. I'd be honored to help with the plan.
Meet us there when you're ready.
I'll skip the War Council, but I would like to see this breach up close, if you don't mind.
Then you're staying.
Oh, didn't I mention? The South is so charming and rustic. I adore it to little pieces.
There's no one I'd rather be stranded in time with, future or present.
Excellent choice. But let's not get stranded again anytime soon, yes?
I'll begin
Seriously,
preparations
sorry.
to march on the summit. Make a willing, the mages will be enough to grant us victory.
Well, this was a thing.
The Inquisition appreciates your assistance in this matter, Lady Corbin. And my miners appreciate your business. You'll have your lyrium by the end of the week. I should tell you, Ambassador, the Chantry raised some fuss when they learned about our arrangement. The Inquisition must certainly seem an audacious idea to the Grand Clerics. We hope to convince them it is a necessary one as well.
Oh wait, I can talk to her.
I'll take my leave. Good day.
Who was she, Ambassador?
A merchant. I thought we should reach out to the dwarves to secure lyrium for the Inquisition's mages. According to Lady Corbin, it raised the ire of the Chantry.
Fair enough.
How?
Access to lyrium makes us rather more formidable than anticipated. are becoming a challenge.
Understatement.
Sadly, the remaining Grand Clerics appear to be consolidating the Chantry's power instead of comforting the masses.
The Chantry should be a place of hope, not another group scrambling for answers.
That must be its strength again. The Chants did much to bridge nations. Little but the Chantry ties Len, Vara, Ferelden, Antiva, and even Rivain to a common cause.
Has the Chantry truly promoted such peace?
Andraste's chant is familiar across kingdoms, a source of many shared customs.
Interesting.
That is the crucial point. Common ground is the start of all negotiations.
I suppose a shared faith can be useful when talking with strangers.
Precisely. And these similar interests are merely where we begin. We must learn to think beyond our own wants to secure peace in Thedas.
Planning to steer the history of the world, Ambassador Montilier?
I believe the Inquisition is already charting that course. Which brings me to a question, if you have a moment.
I have a
The
moment.
remaining Grand Clerics sent a missive inquiring about the events at the Temple of Sacred Ashes. They demand to know whether the Inquisition officially claims that Andraste saved you from the breach. If it were up to you, how would you reply?
Will my answer change your reply to the Chantry?
If Leliana, Cassandra, Cullen, and I could agree on our official stance, I could answer that. We should decide soon. The revered mothers don't seem to know what to make of you.
Fair.
I'd tell the Chantry I was saved by circumstance, not divine intervention.
Yet as rumors your Andraste's herald grow, the Grand Clerics may not believe such a humble reply. A difficult situation, and I thank you for your answer. A good day to you.
We can use that.
Okay. Finally. There. I can stop. Or wait, no, I need to get this. Damn it. So I need forward scouts. Yeah. Forward scouts is the main thing from there. Two things here. Truth or dare. Oh my god, the amount of random crap around here. Yeah, let's do that one. Okay, so there's two here. And then another 2 here.
To work?
And then over here. Yeah, let's do that one. Okay, there's looks like to be a lot of stuff to do here. Oh god, I have more stuff to do there. That's the last landmark, and the last Fade Rift, I think. Oh yeah, I have, well, I guess that's where that is. Lots to do. Lots and lots to do. Oh yeah, I saw the Fade Rift there. The Circle Tome. The Hinterland Artifact, Hinterland Artifact. I still have those 2 treasure hunts to do in here. Lots of blocked doors. Hinterlands, or no, not Storm Ghost Artifacts. That's actually it here. Wouldn't mind fighting that dragon. Wrong button. Oh yeah, I have shards to collect here, and Fade Rift's glows. A lot to do here. But if I can clean this place up, yeah, if I can, I think if I clean this area up, I could finish off Spirit Calm to maybe even start up Cold and Deared. And did I level up? No, I didn't. How close am I though? Not, meh, not horribly close, but not far either. So, this looks like it's time to, that's the big thing next. So that's 2 that I can't do. Progress. Do 1 there. Rifts. Rifts. Where would I even get for Elden Locks, honestly? That's done. I don't want to touch that. I have almost all the landmarks, interestingly enough. I might need to actually just look that up. Okay, yeah, this has been fun. I hope you all have a good one, actually. Liked. I hope you all have a good one. This has been a very fun game to play, and I hope you all had... I hope everyone watching had an enjoyable time, and I wish you a good one. If you've enjoyed this stream and any of my others, please like, follow, subscribe on YouTube, normal stuff. Comment if there's something you would like me to do. I have a lot of games and far too little time to play them. So if there's something else you'd like to me to play, and I have it, I don't mind playing it. I'm just into this right now because this is fun, and I really do enjoy the BioWare games. I'm getting off topic. Good night. Rest well. Good day. Good morning. Have a good one. See you all next time.